Doing pretty good. We just finished watching that Kip versus Behemoth race. That was a really close one. For a good portion of the early game, even into mid game, it was nice to see.
Yeah, man, major props to Kip for keeping up with the big bad behemoth. I guess we'll see now if Cutie gonna do the same thing with Zoast.
Yeah, except for zoasty, of course, he's gonna be going new route. Cutie is just an enthusiast. His passion for old route is honestly, I would say, unparalleled.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there.
And although BFrobber's opponent did not show up, the reason he's still doing his run is so that he can submit a time. He'll be taking the win, but still, we'll see what Beefy gets to showcase for us. So nothing too major. Standard gameplay at the beginning. Damage yourself down from right below the 30 energy threshold and escape as serious.
Zoast with a nice 46. Cutie, unfortunately, getting caught by some of that steam. And BFrobber frame for frame with himself right now. So pretty good series from everyone in general.
So it's been a while that I've seen Zoast play SM. I think he's just recently started doing practice again, and I guess he does some practice here and there. But as for actual runs, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? He's been just grinding out that A Link to the Past Super Metroid combo rando.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I haven't seen him do like a lot of 90% runs, but definitely before he started doing the combo stuff, he was hitting it really hard. So I mean, I would think he's still in pretty good shape for this.
And then Cutie has something big going on for him right now as well. Finally making the switch to console, coming off of Virtual Console.
Yeah, virtual console and LCD TV to console and the CRT, which is just like huge.
The difference has to be like big. I don't know how long it's taken him to adapt. I'm pretty sure he had practiced pretty hard as well. But I mean that previous setup, like Virtual Console and LCD, that's cosmic brain.
Yeah, it honestly it blows my mind the times that Cutie was able to get before switching.
When did you end up switching?
I had a 47 and I switched, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, because you were also doing Virtual Console before.
Yeah, I played on an emulator for sub 50, but then I eased in the console, and it's definitely the best way to play the game, and just in terms of input lag, it just feels so much better. Coming up to the climb, looks like Zoasty and Cutie both going for the wall jumps here, and Beefy also going for the wall jumps.
I think Beef has like a 53 PB. I guess this type of run is gonna help him just get a no reset run out of the way. Same pretty much goes for a lot of the other runners. Cutie has, I think it's a 45-48.
Yeah, Cutie 45-48, Zoast 41-19, world record obviously, and Beefy actually having a 52-31.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, gotta mention that Beefy also plays on keyboard. I know he prides himself in that fact.
Yeah, I can only think of, I think, 4 people that played on keyboard, and one of them actually Agent Kool-Aid, also in this tournament, so that's pretty cool. We get to see a couple of those guys play. So now the first kind of divergence between Fantoon first and Kraid first. You see Zoast here is missling these pirates and kind of avoiding taking damage, whereas when Cutie and BFrobber get up here, they're just going to run right through. And this is mostly just because doing Fantoon super early, you take a lot of damage from Fantoon and his flames and all the enemies in Wreck Ship. So it's really helpful to have max energy going into that. And even though it's a little bit slower on average to missile the pirates like Zoast did, it's just kind of for that safety and to be more consistent. But outside of that, everything else will pretty much look the same up until we get to Red Tower. And all of our runners managing to get the early super pack using the mock ball in order to squeeze under those gates. Nice job.
Yeah, a lot of the top tier runners really haven't been touching the any percent grind because they've been actually going at it for a while. I think maybe late last year, when they were starting to grind down times for 41, for lower 41s, or was it this year? I'm trying to remember that they were trying to.
Yeah, I think you're right. Times. It was like end of last year or something.
And I mean, that must have been exhausting because just when you thought that the game couldn't get any more optimized, to practically almost bring it down by a minute yet again was pretty intense. And then there's a few amount of old route runners that are still pushing that category fairly low. Z Music is one of them. Jack has been reaching new heights in that category as well. But right behind him is ARealCutie, simply really grinding down that PB. The one thing that hindered him was being on Virtual Console. That's no longer a thing. Ever since his SGDQ visit, he's looking to bring that time, which I'm pretty sure he can do that. I'm pretty sure he can hit a sub 45 time fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. You know, we have like Zoast and Behemoth pushing down the Fantoon first route, but you know, the people like you just said also working on the older route, and they both, you know, they're similar in a lot of ways, but they're also very different, and I think they're a lot of fun to watch for different reasons. So very cool to see some more people working on optimizing both the routes.
Oh, zoasty. Trying to get the backup here for crossing the moat, but with an excellent CWJ to save it.
Cutie with a nice crate quick kill. His Beefy's now coming up to crate. Let's see if they can both get it.
I think it's zoasty and Cutie that are the, I guess, top seeded of their groups. I don't know if that's really the right way to say it, but I guess they have the top times of their group.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Alright, now Zos coming up to the Fantoon fight. It looks like he actually farmed some extra energy before coming up here, which is a really good call since Fantoon and his flames hit for 40 each, which, you know, take a couple hits, all of a sudden you're really close to dying. And he started off with a fast pattern, and it looked like he couldn't get the missile off in time, so he had to wait for an invisible round. But really good Doppler from him, and it looks like he's going to get a slow for his next one, so we'll see if he can pull off a 2-round here. I guess it's kind of a 3-round, but really clean Doppler. Nice job, Zoast.
Yeah, that's just Nura having the scariest early game, scariest even going into a little, I guess, past mid game, whatever is after escaping Lower Norfair, just because of the low energy that you're gonna have. And Cutie is heading over to Bubble Mountain. Again, so the different route. Zosie's just going to be getting there later. Cutie's going to be picking up Speed Booster and Wave Beam right before turning back around and heading up Red Tower to take out the wreck ship segment.
Yeah, that's kind of why New Route is faster, because instead of picking up all these items that Cutie and Beefy are picking up right now, and then going all the way back up to Wreck Ship, you just take care of Wreck Ship first, and then you can grab all this stuff on your way to Lower Norfair. And you also don't have to go get Plasma later in the run, which is a little bit of a detour. And Zos with really nice energy coming up to the bowling room. These spikes do 60 damage each, and as long as he runs through here correctly, he'll only get hit twice, and he does so successfully, leaving him with some calced energy there.
Yeah, it's a good meme. I don't know how... I'm also fairly certain that Cutie's just going to try to play this one, treat it as if it were an attempt for a PB. Obviously, there's no recent, but he knows who he's up against, and he's gonna try to just follow this one through, play as if he were on PB pace. I suppose I don't think he's gonna take any safeties.
Yeah, we can see he already skipped the Cray tank, which is really kind of the main safety you would take an old route if you were to take one, other than, you know, actually like saving the game. So I think you're right, he's definitely giving it all he has for this and kind of treating it almost like a PB attempt.
Meanwhile, BFrobber farming up to full supers. I guess he's also just playing this one safe. Whatever you feel comfortable coming out of that farm session, but you can get away with just only 2 supers.
Alright, Beefy picking up his last item here in Upper North Air. He'll be heading back. Cutie already back in Brinstar. He'll be kinda high-fiving with Zoast, who's currently grabbing Spacer. And with this equipment that Cutie and BFrobber have, Wreck Ship, it's going to be easier in a lot of ways, and it also opens up some opportunities for different strategies compared to what we saw Zoast do. You see Zoast there breaking open the Meridia tube right now. It's a little bit faster to do it then. I think both because the tube will actually break when the power bomb hits the top left of it, and also when he comes back later through that area, he can just kind of jump through the door transition and quickly enter Meridia without having to worry about opening up the tube then. That was a very nice room by Cutie there. Taking out those cactacs and laying a power bomb to open up the door.
Yeah, Cutie has a really good pace going on right now. Hopefully, depending on how Fantoon behaves. Oh, nice. Also going for this pseudo screw farm. And Beefy also heading up Red Tower now.
I think we saw Cutie. Did he do the down grab? I didn't see.
Yeah, he goes for that.
Yeah, BFrobber doing a hero shot kind of similar to what Zoast did. Nice job from both of them getting that. In my opinion, Red Tower is a lot trickier in old routes, specifically like that top part with the rippers.
Yeah, I've heard that before from runners that finally make the switch over to the new route. They say that they don't find it as stressful. I guess because honestly, you're approaching about like 16, 17 minutes into the run, only to have your run die at Red Tower, as opposed to perhaps maybe 8 minutes in place over for new route, or
yeah.
For new route. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And Cutie looks like he got off a nice X Factor on the first round. Oh, and he went to Doppler for the second. I'm pretty sure he enraged Fantoon there, yeah. He's probably one missile short. That's unfortunate. It looked like he got flame lamed, and that's why he fired that super a little early.
Yeah, he'll just need that one missile pack, and that's it. There we go. Still not a bad time. Having like a 19 1x kill on Fantoon. Oh, nice. Kitty with the swag method. Coming out of the basement in wreck ship.
Yeah, that's a cool strat. And Beefy looks like didn't quite... Okay. So he didn't get Fantu in the first round, but after the invisible one, he did get a nice X Factor off. So just one more X Factor from Beefy and he'll have Fantoon down. And oh, okay, yeah, I think he's still going for it. Oh no, he's doing the Doppler now. Nice.
This is a good kill. Yeah, nice shot, B.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the nice things about old route Fantoon is you have the option to either do 2 X Factors, or you could do an X Factor and a tiny Doppler at the end, or you could even just Doppler.
Yeah, the thing about Doppler is that you don't have to mash, shoot. There's a rhythm to it in order to keep Fantuna from despawning. I guess, or just disappearing rather.
I really like what Zeus did. I'm pretty sure he skipped out on Lava Dive, and he actually just went to the very bottom of the lava pit there and did a gravity jump off, or after wall jumping off one of the Namahes. And I think that saved him a little bit of energy with the gravity jump since he doesn't have Varia suit. He takes a ton of damage trying to do that gravity jump. And he also unequipped his Ice Beam and Spacer Beam because he's going to be using X Factors in the Ridley fight here shortly.
Alright, good. zoasty being able to make it out of the worst room in the game.
Yeah, that room is... I mean, all these rooms are really scary, but that one in particular, if you mess it up, it's very easy to take a couple hits, and those pirates do 50 damage apiece. And as you can see from Zeus Energy, he does not have a ton to spare. Also, a very nice short charge into that Key Hunter room, using the Echoes to take out 2 of the Key Hunters, grabbing their drops, and also greatly reducing the lag in the room when he lays those 2 power bombs. And Cutie, really low on health right now. He's gonna get another big health drop from a cack up here, and he should be alright. He's gonna have to do the backup in Mount Everest instead of Shine Sparking. He'll have to kind of do a running jump and do a wall jump.
The backup is a little tricky just because of how finicky, I guess. Having running momentum and then jumping might work.
Beautiful X Factors by Zeus. Wow.
Yeah, really, really good job.
Yep, here's that backup by Cutie. Very nicely done. It looks like Zeus' fight is going pretty well. Hasn't really... Okay, now he got hit, but Ridley should be dead already.
Yeah.
Very nice fight. Alright, and Cutie looks like couldn't get the 1 round Batoon, but still going. Didn't die despite the low energy, so that's good. And picking up his 3rd energy tank. And Beefy with a ton of energy, full ammo, going into Meridia. We'll definitely see him do the Shine Spark up in Mount Everest. So he's in pretty good shape. Ooh, it looks like Cutie setting up for that full halfie. I think he might have bonked the door. Either way, he managed to just pull off a halfie out of it. Fortunately, didn't get quite high enough. And honestly, maybe not a super bad thing, because only getting the halfie means Cutie didn't use as much health. So it may help him out here in the Dragon fight, which is, in my opinion, probably the scariest part of like 3 tank old route.
Yeah, after getting a halfie, or like you said, a full halfie, you'll never know when chain damage might strike. Usually you have a quick set of rounds with Dragon. It shouldn't be too bad, but the longer the fight goes on, the more dangerous. Oh, nice fight. Finishing off with ammo for Cutie and Zoast with the beautiful jukes. Just taking 1 hit, that's completely fine.
Yeah, it looked like he grabbed the Ridley tank, which means he's probably going to be going with 4 tanks unless he can somehow skip Batoon or whatever. But with 3 tanks going out of Lower Norfair, there's a lot more room for error, and kind of taking a Key Hunter hit or 2 isn't too detrimental.
Yeah, I would definitely not blame Zoast taking the safety tank after Batoon. It's not like it's a door transition out of the way, and then it might cost you some more time. It's something relatively fast.
Yeah, I mean, normally you would always pick it up, but at least when I've done runs, there's like weird situations where if you're like full on health after Batoon, you could like potentially skip it, but yeah, probably won't see that, especially since, you know, it's a race setting.
So Cutie just has 1 more boss left. Beefy's working on his 3rd. Zoast has 2 down. This is gonna be his 3rd, and Dragon, being his last, is conveniently close. Just located right there in Meridia.
Oh man, I really liked what Beefy was doing there. He got a Shine Spark and he put some ammo into Dragon and tried to kill her from behind, but it looks like he was just barely short. So just 1 little spark is all he should need now. Or he'll use some ammo, that works too. Nice job, Beefy. Also looks like everyone getting Kraid quick kill. It's a nice job, guys. Not taking Kraid to prom tonight.
Yeah, I don't need a prom date. Yeah, I went to prom and it wasn't all that hyped up. Now that Sadie Hawkins dance, now that was lit. Because Kraid had to ask me. I had to do stand-up glitch for Kraid. Okay. So Zoast, I like that in new route you're pretty much almost always guaranteed to have enough ammo for Batoon. Because the X Factor setup for the 1 round should only just cost 6 supers, provided that you land all 4 X Factor particles. And then power bombs usually aren't even like that big of a deal either. Can be, but still, you could still farm them up on the way to Batoon.
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate part if you try to do like the safety new route and do like Kraid before Ridley, is that you don't have the Kraid drops and like the mini Kraid drops before going into Meridia. So you probably aren't going to be super strapped on supers and maybe even power bombs, depending if you farm on the way out of Lower Norfair. Looks like zoasty going for that full halfie. Nicely done. No surprises there that he got that one.
I just wanted to learn that that entrance into Dragon. I think he tries to fix the door transition and obviously get the optimal entrance by door checking it. Oh, Cutie going with a really risky, but I'm pretty sure he got it. I mean, his run is spliced, but that's fine.
Yeah, it did. I mean, he looked high enough. I think he got it too.
Yeah, just say that he got it because that method of the fuzzy boost is pretty far advanced.
Yeah, if you mess that one up too, the power bomb takes out the viola, and so you're just kind of sitting there. And it's unfortunate, but he made it look easy. And Zos doing a gravity jump out of Dragon, so he'll keep his blue suit, be able to do, I think he calls it a Wample Spark. Some people like to say it's like reverse full halfie or something.
I do like Wampo's part. That sounds a little better. Cutie's still fine on energy. Nothing too dire. Beefy just picking up Ice Beam. He's also going to be making headway for Lower Norfair fairly soon. Fairly soon, sorry.
And after Meridia, we saw Cutie and Beefy go and pick up the plasma beam, but because Zoast really only has Mother Brain 2 left, there's really no need for him to pick up plasma. So he's just going to be doing the whole run with Spacer, which makes Ridley and Mother Brain need like 40 extra shots. But despite that, the lack of backtracking still makes this route considerably faster, like 2 minutes or so. Zeus with a 34.51 G4. That is a really good time. Looks like Cutie done with his Ridley fight. One of the nice things about doing Ridley last in Old Route is usually you have a ton of supers at this point, so it just makes Torian a lot safer because you're not super dependent on drops, whereas like Zoast right now only at 17.4, which is still pretty decent, but you know, stuff can happen and you can get some bad luck.
Yeah, thankfully you could just farm, like if he's not feeling so secure about his ammo count towards the end of the Metroid rooms, he could just farm the first 2 Metroids in that last room, and then exit and then re-enter. It's a good lag reduction for Beefy. Oh wow. High five for Beefy and Cutie, but Cutie got a really nice hitbox through the Key Hunter as he was jumping. That's pretty difficult. Sometimes the positions of those Key Hunters can really mess with you and mess up the run, get you down to an instantaneous less than 100 energy.
Alright, Zoast. Let's see if we can get this baby skip here. Looking really good so far. That one vine in the way, but he does clear it and gets the jump. Nice job. And Cutie, not much issue with the lower north air escape. Had a ton of energy. Of course, has that plasma beam for all the hitboxing, so still pretty strapped coming out of here. And Beefy starting on his Ridley fight. Only 20 charge shots for this fight. It looks like he's about halfway done already. It's generally pretty quick in Old Route.
It's a good MB1 phase for Zoast. Cutie looking to be on a 47 pace.
Oh, nice grab by Beefy.
Zoast. Just keep it a close eye, making sure that there's no troll beams, like no troll French fries, no troll bombs, no troll onion rings. But obviously, above all, just keeping an eye out for that ketchup beam. That should be, yeah.
Alright, and Zoast finished up with his Mother Brain 2 fight. I think this is like 42?
Yeah, this has to be 42. This is pretty fast right now. Should be the first 42 42 of the tournament? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I think Behemoth got a 43 in that last one, right?
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, I'm assuming you know, no major catastrophes here. I think this will be the first 42 we've seen.
Beefy getting a little bit trolled. Oh no, that's a really bad. Good.
Yeah, luckily when you get in a jam like that, Plasma Beam can take out those key hunters pretty quick.
Here we have Cutie entering Torian now. Zoast is pretty much just in the clear already. There's really no way that he could die unless something like awful happened, but that's not gonna happen, of course. Yeah, it's like barely a 42, depending on how he maneuvers past this past these last few rooms. Cutie entering baby room.
I think Cutie goes for the space jump, right?
He used to. He told me that he used to.
Wow.
But yeah.
So he didn't this time, but unfortunately got grabbed. But I guess kind of fortunately it was early on, so he didn't waste too much time going for it. And yeah, Zo's coming up to the ship now, finishing with an official SRL time of 42:57. The very first one we see in this tournament. GG to Zoast. That was a heck of a run.
Yeah, good game, Zoast. It's obviously the desired by many a Super Metroid speedrunner. That fabled 42. Ooh, good attempt for Beefy. Trying out for that speedball swag. Really just a new route strat, but man, it looks good seeing it. Oh god. Wow, Cutie he almost got sniped for one of his supers. Thankfully he's able to make it through. And Beefy touching down over at G4.
And again, this Mother Brain fight in Old Route is just way faster with Plasma. So won't see very many catch-up beams. Yeah, it's already done for Cutie. And BFrobber not grouping in the first room. I like that. It's a pretty tough strat to shoot them all on the go like that. But it looks like he's doing perfectly fine on ammo. I'll just probably get a lot more energy drops coming into these next rooms. Okay, I guess I jinxed him a little bit.
I mean, he should, yeah. If he groups here, he should get those energy drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Make sure you get your deer forces in the chat.
There we go.
All right.
Now just have a cutie to escape.
I think Zoast has some different music here. That's not what I hear at the end of my games.
It's his probably his own cover. It's like Deer Force theme redux. This is actually a cover by zoasty and Kip. One time these two just like got together and started jamming out. Like, let's just bust a riff really quick.
Dude, they need to make like a Super Metroid speedrunners band. That would be awesome.
Just wait until you hear Oates rap on this one.
Oh, Cutie going for that behemoth spark. Man, he really has his name on everything in this game, doesn't he?
And GG to Cutie. Yep, finishing up with an SRL time of 48:28. Still a good run. Man, it's a good thing Zeus didn't join the Street Fighter speedrunning tournament. Oh my god. But anyway, Beefy closing out strong. Getting ready to submit his time fairly soon.
Yeah, this is looking like a really good time for Beefy, actually.
It is. It really
now
is.
I'm thinking about it. Let's remember his PB is 52:31.
It is. He could finish with like a 52:20. Maybe a 52:30 with that door fix. Just kidding, Beefy. I love you.
All right, moment of truth. Will Beefy get the spark up the climb? Gets the Beefy spark. I'm gonna rename that one.
Yeah, the Beefy myth. Should be, yeah, this has to be, I mean, as long as everything is accurate on what we're reporting, but this is his PB now.
Yep, and BFrobber finishing with an official SRL time of 52:22, which, as we know, is a PB. So GG to Beefy.
Quick reminder to follow all three runners. And follow, of course, my good friend, my good pal, the excellent SM runner that he is, Floaters27. Thank you for having me on commentary. Thank you for signing us up.
Yeah, I don't really remember that, but I'm very honored to be here. A lot of great runners we had, and of course, I always love doing commentary with my boy Seffi. Make sure you follow him as well, Intinamy, who I have not called him that name this entire time, but that's kind of his name.
Kind of. So yeah, there's actually, I think there's still like 4 more matches. I didn't know it was this stacked today.
Yeah, let me look at this. Okay, so it looks like on Speed Gaming 2 here, we're going to be having Timon versus Poplars at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is in about 30 minutes. Then after that at 8 p.m., we're going to have Mass Hysteria versus Feral. At 9 p.m., we're going to have Cheaty Face 4 against Leodox on Speed Gaming 4. And then at 11 p.m. Eastern, we'll have Shiny Zenny and Stump on the Speedruns live channel to close out the night. So, a lot of really cool matchups.
Yeah, being able to see. I actually, yeah, every race for this for today has had like really good runners that have like incredible like mid 40 times.
And I think we're gonna try to get Zoast in here. He looks like he's kind of in the zone right now, but maybe he'll stop in for a little chat.
Hopefully, he should be.
So yeah, guys, make sure you keep an eye on our little spreadsheet, ! SM. Take a look at that, see all the upcoming matches. A lot more today, and just a lot more in general. This is only the second week of this tournament so far, so still a long ways to go through this group stage.
So that's it for now. Stay tuned. 30 minutes from now, gonna have another Super Metroid race fired up. But yeah, everyone, take care. Thank you again, Sloaters. Shout outs to the runners, and have a good one.
We'll see you next mission.